Okay, very good afternoon to all. So, I welcome you all for the next lecture of production and operation management. Before proceeding further, let us have a review of whatever last methods we have discussed. So, in chapter number this 2 forecasting, we have discussed this last method as moving average method. So, in moving average method, we have discussed two approaches. So, first is the simple moving average, and then we have discussed about this weighted moving average. So in simple moving average, whatever the 5, for example, numbers are given, so in that just go for taking one of the center and vary 1 point and remaining averages are given. And one point I want to highlight that no means, for example, 1/3 or 1/5. So if 1/3 is there 3, so automatically all the weightages will be 0.30. If it is 1/5, consider last 5 months, so all the weighted averages, all the averages will be, because that all divided by 5, so it will become 0.2, 0.2, 0.2, 0.2 and 0.2 for 5 months. If it is for 3 months, then 0.33, 0.33 and 0.33 for 3 months. So it is the simple moving average. Now weighted moving average, if for example consider that the December month is going on, I want to give more weightage to November, somewhat lesser to October, and very less to September. It is not possible in that simple moving average. It will give all 0.33 for 3 months. So here, what I will do, I will consider weighted moving average, in which I can give 0.5 into whatever that November month demand, then plus 0.3 into October and 0.2 into September month. So here 0.5 plus 0.3 plus 0.2, it will become 1. But here we can allot the demand as per the requirement of that particular situation. For better understanding, I have taken month. So here the weighted moving average, the weights are assigned. For example, sale is very high in particular month and it is very low. We have taken a number of examples in this, that the sale of bikes, the sale of trees, cars, televisions, etc. will be more in the period of October and November on the occasion of various festivals like in India, I will say Dussehra and Diwali, etc. etc. So here you can see the forecast will be more. So here, if you want to multiply or you want to give some higher weightage to that particular month as compared to previous months, then this weighted moving average is preferred. Then we have discussed this numerical. This is the simple moving average, 5 months demand divided by 5, and prediction is there. Next one numerical we have taken regarding this. We have already discussed this. And now today we will be discussing about this exponential method. So this is the next method of forecasting. So exponential smoothing method. So let us have this moving average forecasting is the laborious operation of all previous years. So for example, there are 10 years given, 15 years given. So it is a more laborious operation, more calculations are required. And this exponential smoothing method requires only current demand and forecasted demand for the current month. Try to understand the wording clearly. Current demand, let us assume that month is December. So forecasted demand for this month, for example, you assume in November month, we have given the forecasted demand for let us take any example, let us take sales of bikes. So any one company 500 bikes will be sold in this particular December. This is the forecast predicted in the month of November only. Now the current demand, what is actual sales? Let us assume that actual sales is 475. So actual demand, forecasted demand for December 500. It is made in the month of November only. Then current demand. Now I come to know that whatever booking and etc. everything is there. The demand is 475. So exponential smoothing requires only this data. The current demand and the forecasted demand for the month which you have selected. I have taken for a better example as December. Simple moving average method gives equal weightages. This just now I have discussed. An exponential smoothing assigns weight to all the previous data, and pattern of weights assigned are of the exponential form. Now we all are much familiar with the word exponential. So what is exponential? So this exponential smoothing, it will assigning the previous data, and there is one formula. We will discuss that formula, then you will all will come to know that what is this particular exponential smoothing method. So demand for the most recent data is given more weightage. See, very important. Demand for most recent data. Let us assume that I am considering any demand for month. You say December month. Okay, so I am having the data for different months. So I will say okay. So if you can say here the most recent data. So I am having the data for December. I am having the data for November, and I want to predict it for next month, that is January. This I want to predict. So most recent data. So the maximum weightage will be given here in this case for this December only, and weights assigned to older period decreases. So if we are having November data, then maximum weightage will be assigned to December. The weightage assigned to November will be somewhat lesser. And again, if you are having the data of October, again lesser as compared to November and much lesser as compared to December. If I am having the data for September, again very much lesser. So what I want to here highlight here, just I want to highlight that this most recent data more weightage is given. So you can consider this as most recent data. So here you will get the more weightage, and you if you just look to the formula, then again you will come to know that what I am telling by just having looked toward this formula. Okay, then weight assigned to older period decreases exponentially. So I have already discussed this older period to November, to October, to September, and this whatever the weights are there, these weights decreases exponentially. Okay, so okay, this only for this I have taken this month-wise example. Exponential forecasting ensure that the forecast made by this method keeps pace with the changing business trend. Keeps pace, it is in line, we can say. So it is in line with this changing business trend. So this is the, we can say, the advantage of this particular method. Whatever the current business trend is there, it is taking in account, and the forecast by this method. And why it is keeping pace? Because again, I want to highlight here that the last month most recent data highest weightage, and if you go previous one, the weightage will be lesser and lesser. Therefore, if you consider in next May month, May 2020, the maximum weightage will be given to April 2020, and very less weightage will be given to January 2020. Let it give for 2022, again the same case. If I want to go for March 2022, then February 2022 will have maximum weightage, January somewhat lesser, or exponentially lesser, not somewhat lesser, exponentially lesser. Again, December 2021 exponentially lesser, and so on. Okay, so let us have a formula. Now coming to the formula. This formula is required for calculation purpose. So you can write down this formula. It is, and then we further immediately we will take 2-3 different numericals. So you will also come to know how to solve this type of numericals. So exponential smoothing model forecast for the period, it is mentioned by EFT. EFT is nothing but forecast for the period. Forecasted demand for the period, FT minus 1. Okay, now I want to calculate this EFT. Okay, let us say that I am saying this is for just for your understanding purpose. EFT January 2022. Forecasted demand for the last period FT minus 1. So FT minus 1 will, in my case, it will be for December 2021. Actual demand for the last period. What was the demand for this December 2021? And smoothing constant, it is given in the numerical. So alpha is given in the numerical. It is the smoothing constant, and by using these all terms you can easily calculate. So now if you are having ft minus 1 and dt minus 1 forecasted demand in the month of November only, the demand for this December is forecasted, for example, 1000 units. Let us take 1000 units, and actual demand for this period 1000 is forecasted, but what is actual? I assume that actual is again 960. So 960. So you can just put in the formula ft is equal to ft minus 1 plus alpha. Ft minus 1, it is the forecasted demand for last period. Okay, into bracket alpha is the smoothing constant. dt minus 1 minus ft minus 1. Ft minus 1 common. So for your understanding, I can write ft means the, I will write for your understanding in terms of months. ft means January 2022 is equal to ft minus 1 December 2021 predicted 1 minus alpha value will be given plus alpha into whatever the actual demand for this particular month, December 2021. So let us try to understand, friends, by using the formula. For better understanding, I have substituted the values. If you are having the value for ft minus 1, that is the forecasted demand for December month. If you are having the forecasted demand for December month, and if you are having the actual demand, if you are having the actual demand for December month. So let us assume that I am saying that this is 960, this is 1000, and let us assume alpha value is maybe 0.5, 0.7. So assume that alpha value is 0.2, for example. So here I can mention 1 minus 0.2 plus 0.2 into 960, whatever the value. I don't want answer here. So in this way you can calculate this demand for January 2022. So I want to give example. Therefore, I have gone for this all December and January by all these months, because if just we will write down the formula, then it is somewhat difficult to digest. Therefore, I have tried to convert in the month terminology so that you can easily. It is quite better to understand this. Okay, so before proceeding further, I will say that so here you can say okay, so here you can say the forecast for the period we want to calculate, it is ft, and ft is equal to ft minus 1. So forecasted demand for the last period 1 minus alpha plus alpha into actual demand for the last period. Friends, this is for 1 month. If you are having data for 1 month, you will say, okay, sir, I am having data for last 2 months. How to proceed? No problem. Let us proceed further. Okay, so here you can see ft minus 1. In the similar way, this is kept for the forecast for ft minus 1. Now if you are having the data for this last month, November, so you can say ft minus 1. I have said December. This is ft minus 2. November 1 minus alpha into alpha dt minus 2. This I have written for November. Okay, and I will put this value ft minus 1 in the equation number 1. I will put this ft minus 1 here. I will put this ft minus 1. I will highlight for your understanding purpose. Okay, I will put the ft minus 1 value here. All other things will remain same, and I have to put the value here. Okay, so this ft minus 1 I have highlighted, and you can see here. Okay, so here you can see ft minus 1 we have calculated, and ft minus 1 I will highlight. Ft is equal to, this is the portion where we have submitted, this is the portion where we have submitted ft minus 1. So f of t is equal to ft minus 1, 1 minus alpha plus alpha into dt minus 1. So I have highlighted with the bracket. Here we can clearly see, if you can see highlighted this bracket, then this is your ft minus 1. I have substituted the value for one last month, and now you can go for further just a somewhat simplification, and here you can get the value of f of t into in terms of last 2 months. So this is demand for t minus 1 December. If I am calculating for this for January, then it is demand for December, dt minus 2 demand for November, and ft minus 2, this is forecasted demand for November. So last slide we have seen formula for 1 month. This again you can convert for second month, and in the similar way you can convert it for October, you can convert it for September. Again you have to go for some like similar like calculations, and easily you can write the formula in terms of whatever required data. Again this is friends, this is a numerical, and definitely this type of question will be asked in examination as far as the numerical is concerned. Now ft minus 2. Okay, so here in the formula you can see where the ft minus 2 is there. So we will not go in detail, I will just highlight, and then we will proceed, and my focus is to solve more and more numericals. So here you can see this is ft minus 2. So if I want to calculate ft minus 2, if you are not having, then it will go for minus 3, month of October it will go, and again I have to go for solving the numerical for this October month. So ft minus 2 can be written as alpha into dt minus 3, demand for October, 1 minus actual demand for October, and 1 minus alpha into ft minus 3, predicted demand for October. So based on the October you will calculate November, based on November you will calculate December, and again if you put in this formula in only one formula, and this is combined, and the equation is solved. So you can see here we are calculating here for your understanding. I am again repeating, for your understanding purpose I am mentioning here months. I am calculating for January 2022. So dt minus 1, this is the actual demand for December, this is actual demand for November, this is actual demand for October, and this is the predicted demand for October. And similar way, now here we will stop, we will not go. Simple iteration can be continued in order to process further. And now you will come to know how these calculations are actually made. You have to just keep in mind for your understanding. I will say only one formula you have to keep in mind, and I will say that formula as before proceeding. So what I want to highlight, this formula you just take this formula or upper formula, these are just modifications. Okay, so you take this formula, ft is equal to means January month, ft minus 1, December, this is the forecasted demand for December, 1 minus alpha into alpha actual demand for December. This one formula, wherever the month is not given, we will go separate calculation, we will not put all these things in one month, we will go for separate calculation, and we will try to calculate this. Okay, so this one formula is more than sufficient. Just write down this formula, we will go for numerical number 1. We will try to solve 2-3 numericals in this particular period. So let us proceed for the numerical. Okay, so very first numerical I will take. The demand for the disposable plastic tubing for a general hospital is 300 unit and 350 units for September and October. What is given, friends? Try to understand demand. So actual demand for the disposable plastic, actual demand for the plastic disposable plastic tubing for a general hospital is 300 and 350 for September and October. So this is D. So I will take now this actual demand for September, DT minus 1 as 300 units. Okay, 350 units for October. Actual demand for DT October 350 units. Okay, now next month I will take as T plus 1. Otherwise you have to take DT minus 1, DT minus 2 and DT. Choice is yours, no problem at all. See, only month we have to connect. I am using here the notation for October DT, for September DT minus 1, and if I want to calculate for November, I will use the word DT plus 1. So no problem, choice is yours. So here actual demand for these 2 months are given. So this is actual demand for September. It is mentioned here DT plus 1 for September is given. Okay, then actual demand for October, I have said here DT for October is given. Now using 200 unit as forecasted demand for September, very important. September, what is the unit? T minus 1. So I will mention here FT minus 1. Okay, so here you can see FT minus is equal to 200 units. Compute the forecast for November. I have to calculate here the forecasted demand for November. I have to calculate forecasted demand for November. Okay, forecast for November. Now, if you look toward the problem, something is missing. We have discussed. So we want all the terms. So here I will say D. I will change the color. Okay, so I will say here D T minus 1, actual demand for September. Okay, forecasted demand for September, F T minus 1. This is given, this is given. Okay, then DT, I will say this is for September. DT given, FT for October. Actual demand for September is given. Forecast demand for actual demand for October is given. Forecast demand for October is not given. So friends, for whatever is asked, that is FT plus 1 November, we cannot go up to November. My first target is calculate this FT. So whatever is asked forecast for November, I cannot calculate forecast for November. My first target is that first FT forecast for the month of October is required to be calculated. So I will first calculate FT. FT I will say as forecast for October. And if I will calculate FT, then I can easily calculate FT plus 1, no problem. So write down the numbers what is given. Just I will give 1 minute for writing, and we will proceed further for solving the numerical. Okay, assuming that you have written all these things, let us proceed. So I will first go for EFT, that is this forecast for the month of October. Then and then only I will be in a position to calculate EFT plus 1. So though it is asked directly forecast for the month of November EFT plus 1, we cannot calculate forecast for the month EFT plus 1. And very important, the one point is I have not taken. So that is what is given, my friend. So very important, I have to highlight here. This value of alpha is given. You can consider this alpha value as 0.7. As it is given in the numerical, we can say that alpha 0.7. Let us proceed, friends. As this is the first numerical, I will give you all the answers also, and next numerical we will proceed. So forecast for EFT, it can be given as EFT is equal to EFT minus 1 minus alpha into alpha dt minus 1. So if you see here, it is the mentioned in months also. So forecast for October, that I have to calculate. So forecast for October is equal to forecast for September month. It is given 200 EFT minus 1 into 1 minus alpha 1 minus 0.7 plus alpha 0.7 demand for September 300. We are having all this data 200 and 300. If you want, just look DT minus 1 300 and EFT minus 1 200. So you can see here, and just substituting the values in the formula, you will get the answer as EFT. EFT is the, I can say once in bracket, or directly I will write forecast for October. So EFT 270 units. Now you can calculate EFT1. So let us proceed. The next part, what is actually asked in the numerical for month of November. So EFT plus 1 is equal to EFT. See here, this is for EFT. Therefore, I have mentioned here T minus 1. T minus 1. If I will say here T minus 1, here will be FT and here will be DT. Or otherwise, you can write in more simple way. Forecast for month of November is equal to forecast for October 1 minus alpha plus alpha into demand for October. Very simple. So we have calculated 270 1 minus 0.7 in plus 0.7 into demand for October is given 350. So you will get answer FT plus 1 326 units. All answers I have mentioned here. So you can say forecast for November. So what we have calculated, you can mention here as the final answer. So you can mention here forecast for November is equal to 326 units. So friends, this you can consider as the final answer. That way, very simple within 1-2 steps. So now this is the very first simplest that we have gone for this solving. Now next 1 or 2 numericals, I will take some more calculations in that particular numerical, so that you will also get some more insight into it. Okay, so I will take 1 minute and for you, if you want to write or these formulas and how we have gone for. So I want to highlight once again this forecast for October is equal to forecast for September 1 minus alpha plus alpha into demand for September. We are not having the answer for forecast for October. Therefore, though forecast for November is asked, we have to first calculate forecast for October. I have calculated it, we say as 270 units, and then I have proceeded for forecast for the month of November. ft plus 1. This t plus 1 etc. You means here ft t minus 1 t minus 1. Here ft plus 1. Again you can say here plus 1 minus 1. It will become only ft. So you don't go by that way. You just try to understand the logic of the formula, how the formula is derived. So this forecast for whatever month we are calculating, the last month forecast and the last month demand. Just a very simple formula. So forecast for November is equal to forecast for October 1 minus alpha. Alpha is the smoothing constant plus alpha into demand for October. Okay, friends. So let us proceed. Let us take one more numerical based on this. Okay, so this is the quite good problem, I can say, and a lot of calculations means it will take at least 5-10 minutes for solving, and good calculations are there. So let us start. So you can see here in this particular problem, the data about primary production of electricity in terajoule TJ in Slovakia over the year 2001 to 2009 is given. Forecast of primary production of electricity in Slovakia for the year 2010 after this by using simple exponential method. We have just discussed. Take alpha is equal to 0.29, alpha is equal to 0.26 also, and determine which forecast is better. Okay, so we have to solve this numerical based on alpha 0.29. We have to solve this numerical based on 0.26, and which forecast is better. So friends, if for example forecast is 100 and actual demand is 99, and forecast is 100, actual demand is 89. So in the first case, error, actual minus forecast will be 1, 100 minus 99. Okay, so I will move to this next part. So here, okay, sorry for the disturbance in between. So we were discussing about this particular problem. So here you can see, friends, one example I was giving. So in that particular example, if you can see, 100 is the forecast, actual demand is 99, error is 1. 100 is the forecast, demand is 89, error is the 11. Which is the better case? Obviously the first one. Minimum is the error, the forecast is better. So we will go for, by considering alpha 0.29, we will calculate the error between the actual demand and the forecasted demand. We will calculate for all 2001, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 for all years, and we will go for this. I can say summation of this or average error. What is the average error for this by 0.29 as alpha? What is the average error for 0.26 as alpha between all these cases, and we can conclude. So as simple as it is, only this complete will go only on one formula. Yep, ft is equal to ft minus 1 minus alpha plus alpha into dt minus 1. Only this formula you have to take in mind, and then no problem. So we will solve for 0.26, we will solve for 0.29 also. So only this, once again I am repeating, only you have to take into account this one formula, and you can proceed further. Okay, so very first, now for this particular case, if you consider the last case, the actual forecast, or we can say the forecasting value and the demand value both are given. In this case, if you refer to the formula or whatever the data given, only d values. D values means what? Primary production of electricity given, not a single forecast value given for 2001 to 2009. So I will proceed the problem with by assuming the 2001 as whatever the demand is there, that is the forecast value, and I will proceed further. So you can see here the initial forecasting is not provided, so the initial period demand will be considered as forecast. For example, here 17,496 was the demand and 17,496 was the forecast. Zero error. So this we have to assume and we have to solve the numerical. So this is very, very important, friends. Then the formula is mentioned here. Only one formula, f of t is equal to ft minus 1 minus alpha, alpha into dt minus. If I will calculate for February, then January forecast 1 minus alpha plus alpha into January demand, and so on. So to solve the numerical. So friends, I have mentioned in a tabular format, so you can see how the tabular format is made. Period 2001. So what is given? So you can see here this 2001, 2002. These are the periods given. So I have written 2001, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, these are the observed value dt. Actual this electricity value, so I can consider this as the demand. So demand is given for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is the given data. We have assumed, friends, as the forecasted value. Here I can see this forecast value. In the first case, we have assumed this value as equal to 17,496. So demand is nothing but demand plus forecast. We have assumed the same. Okay, so now next case, what is the formula? We have mentioned the formula as ft is equal to, I can say f t minus 1 minus alpha into d t minus 1. So for first case, this is last term is the error. This demand minus forecast. First case we have assumed this as 0. This value is not given. We have assumed the forecast is equal to demand because the forecast for the initial period is not 0. I will mention here for your understanding, forecast assumed. Okay, now let us proceed for 2002. So what is the forecasted demand? ft I will calculate. So ft is nothing but equal to 17,000. So it is, I will say ft minus 1. So this will be your ft minus 1 into bracket 1 minus 0.29. Alpha I will consider first case as 0.29 plus alpha 0.29 into demand 17,946. So you will get the same value. Okay, don't calculate. You will get the same value. Again, next case I will go for this case. So this 17,496 into 1 minus 0.29 plus 0.29 into this is the demand for last case. So for calculating 2003, you will consider the forecast and demand for 2000. For calculating 2004, you will consider the demand for previous year. So this also I have mentioned as the answer. Okay, so now let us proceed for further, friends. So I will say ft minus 1. So here I will say 17922.01 into 1 minus 0.29. This is ft minus 1, 1 minus alpha plus 0.29 into demand for last year. I will consider this demand as 12,535. Tell me answer. In this way you can calculate for 2005, 2006. 6 already I have given one more example of calculation, and finally how the problem we are ending. Calculate and tell me the answer. What will be the ft, that is the forecasted demand for 2004. I have mentioned all the values. If you can tell the value, we can proceed further. So calculate fast. Demand for 2004. I have mentioned all the things. So that you can calculate for 2005, 2006. I have given one more example. And in this way you can proceed. Actually here also you can see only one thing I am asking you. This I have mentioned means ultimately I have given you the answer for this case as 16. Akshay ji, 16359.78. Very good. So here I will mention the answer. Okay, sorry. So here 16359.78, and simultaneously you have to take this answer and dt minus eft. 18,965 minus 17,000. So first is 0, then second one, then third one 12,535 minus 17,922. It will be in minus. Then 14,781 minus 16,359. It will be in minus. So whatever this middle one, I have already given you answer. It is because I have considered it in a case, therefore I will not ask you to calculate. So this will be 15,901.93. So 16,722 minus 15,901, your will be 820. Then again consider this 15,901 into 1 minus 0.29 plus 0.29 into this demand 16,722. You will get the answer. Again I can solve. So this we have to complete this problem. So I will give you the further 3 answers. So if you solve in this way, you will get this 16,058.4, 16,056.58 and 15,624.02. So if I will go for the error, 16,053 minus 16,058 minus 5, 14,565 minus 16,056. This will be minus, and 15,747 minus 15,624. It will be like this. And finally, I will take. We have to calculate for 2010. These all things are necessary for 2009, and ultimately we have to calculate for 2010. So I can say ft. This ft is equal to 15,624, 1 minus 0.29, 0.29 into this. So ultimately, friends, you will getting this answer as this. I will say f of t is equal to 15,659.69, whatever TJ, terajoules, whatever is there. And the error, now see here, this is the mod of summation of error, but don't consider minus, don't consider plus. Error is just the difference. It is not demand minus forecast, or is not forecast minus demand. So without considering the plus minus, just go for addition and divide it by 9, whatever. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I will say the average of these errors, the error average is 1, 2, 3, 9. This is the method applied for alpha is equal to 0.29. Similar way, I have to take for alpha is equal to 0.26. So next I will solve. So we cannot finish now, so it will take more 5 minutes. So just wait and we will complete the problem, and then friends we will stop. Okay. Okay, so I can you can see here. So now here I will not give you that much time. All the calculations are same. Only here one difference is there. In the last case, all the cases we have used alpha as 0.29. Here alpha as 0. Sorry. Here we have used alpha as 0.26. So all calculations are same. Here also in the initial stage it is assumed. And then we have proceeded further and we have calculated all these forecast values for all the years. Okay. And then you will get this value as 15,716. Now, if you can see the error, this observed, for example, 18,965 minus 17,496, you will get this error. Then 15,535, 17,877, you will get this error. Then for 2004, 14,781 and 16,488, this is the error. Then 16,722 and 16,44, you will get this error. Let it be plus minus, don't consider. I have already given you idea that we want only summation of error or average error, I can say average error. 15,858 and 16,220. This is the error minus. So 16,053 minus 16,126 minus 73.5. 14,565 minus 16,107. This is the error. And at last, 2009. 15,747 minus 15,706. This is there. Again, you have to calculate here, friends, f of t. It is the for forecast for 2010. I can say 15,716.93. This is the forecast for 2010. And very, very important, error should be less. Here, the average error by assuming alpha 0.26 is 1246. And I can say I will compare the average error for both the cases. Just to concentrate on now average error. So here I will highlight. You can see here this average error is 1246. Once again I am highlighting. You can see the average error is you can see here 1246, and last case the average error is 1239. So 1246 and 1239, definitely the error which is lesser, I will take that. So lesser error is 1239. Therefore, what is asked in the numerical, just cross check. Determine which forecast is better. So you can mention in this case as error for alpha is equal to 0.29 is lesser than error for alpha is equal to 0.26. Therefore, the forecast for 2010 is equal to, you can highlight this value. This is your final answer, 15,659.69. Again, if you want to highlight TJ, terajoules, this is the electricity consumption. So you can say here this value as TJ, terajoules, and you can go for completing. So this is, friends, final answer. Okay, now just wait, we will close. So this is related to exponential smoothing. Again, one more problem where the comparison with moving average and exponential smoothing. We will have one more problem in the next lecture. Thank you.